You're listening to today's inspirational message on the Proverbs with Kurt Bjorklund.
Proverbs 25 is diving into relationships in many ways. And in verses 18 through 20, we see three ways to harm relationships. So this is, in a sense, a proverb that speaks to what we don't want to do in relationships and ways to understand that we can also be hurt. Here's how the New Living Translation it reads on Proverbs 25, 18 through 20. Telling lies about others is as harmful as hitting them with an axe, wounding them with a sword, or shooting them with a sharp arrow. Putting confidence in an unreliable person is like chewing with a toothache or walking on a broken foot. Singing cheerful songs to a person whose heart is heavy is as bad as stealing someone's jacket in cold weather and rubbing salt on a wound. So here you see three ways to hurt people. There are a lot of ways we can hurt people, but these are three that Proverbs points out. Now, most of us want credit for our intentions, even when our intentions are not realized. We want credit for the good intentions of what we intend to do rather than our misplaced action. But when it comes to others, we often care little what their intentions are, and we want to hold them accountable for their actual actions. Some of the most vicious hurts in life are the ones that actually aren't intended. And in this little triplet here in Proverbs, it seems that a person isn't malicious, but most likely unaware. And this means it would be easy for you or for me to actually be unaware of how we're hurting people, even people close to us. And so there's a set of comparisons here. Again, the word like. And with each of these, we see a behavior to avoid and a behavior to watch out for in others. The first is just untrue words bring harm. And this is verse 18, a false witness. A false witness knowingly misrepresents the facts in order to disadvantage one person and advantage another. A war club, a sword, an arrow are intended to harm. Lying and misrepresenting facts is malicious and it is evil. But some people are so self-deceived that they actually start to believe their untrue words and that they speak. And these words are just as harmful as the ones who do it knowingly. The second person here is a person of unreliable character. Unreliable here is the word bagad in Hebrew, and it's someone who acts maliciously or treacherously, one who betrays others to get his own way, one who's willing to deceive for his or her own advantage. This person is at a minimum unreliable and untrustworthy, but it could also be somebody who is intentionally so in their way. And it says it's like a tooth that is hurting. A tooth is used to chew and a foot is used to walk. When either isn't functioning properly, it makes life more difficult and painful. A bad tooth and a bad foot will fail you when you need them, and an unreliable person who's self-serving, who you trust in and count on, will let you down. And then an unwanted comfort irritates. This is singing songs to the sad in verse 20. Singing a song to a heavy heart can either refer to an insensitive person or to a person who glibly suggests someone cheer up when he or she has a heavy heart. The two images refer to things that only make matters worse. To take off a garment on a cold day will just make one colder, and adding vinegar to a soda or to a drink that doesn't mix is basically the idea here, will only cause a reaction of one to the other. Now, not all songs elicit a negative reaction. Bruce Waltke, in writing about this, says seasonable songs can be therapeutic. He cites 1 Samuel 16, verses 15 through 23, 1 Samuel 19:9, Job 30:31, even Proverbs 12, verse 25. But when sung unseasonably, they are painful and damaging to the spirit. The sensitive know how and when to sorrow and when to rejoice. So that is the idea here. So failure to see what others need, or worse, not caring what others need, is addressed partly through an awareness and choice, but it's fundamentally a reorientation of our hearts. You see, if your heart isn't revolutionized by the grace of Jesus Christ to be more concerned for others than for self, than to say untrue words, to be unreliable in character, to say, I don't care if my cheerfulness hurts you, is in many ways a natural outflow of the human heart. So be aware, but also let God change your heart so that your desire to let your life impact others positively is an overflow of what Jesus Christ has done for you.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.